Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Walaikum assalam, brother.
How?
Thank you for having me in this call.
Okay, so how are you?
I'm doing well by the grace of Almighty Creator, and thanks for asking. What about you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm also doing great. Thanks for asking too. So I'm gonna ask you some questions about English. Are you ready for that?
Sure, you can ask me whatever, any sort of questions or that
Okay,
is
so tell
relating
me
to
something
English.
about your English journey. I mean, when did you started your journey, and why did you start your English?
Interesting. To be honest, I started this journey many years ago. I can't remember the time when I studied. When I was a child, I was craving for English all the time. Either I wanted to learn vocabularies with accurate meanings using a big books that is Oxford Dictionary, where I just search out or find out the difficult vocab in order to have good meanings as well as using it in the writing. So that could facilitate me as well as help me to go so far learn English. As well as I got also the social media where I can either get many peoples or I have also the opportunity to chat with them by using English. These activities help me over me a lot. Specifically, my more than my expectation, I just always try to impress on other conversations and I just try to imitate all conversations so that I could speak like an native speaker. That was kind of like self motivated and I started it maybe many years ago. I can't remember. It would be like from my childhood. I speak English.
Okay, so from your perspective, how much vocabulary is important for Bengali speaker? I mean, who are try to improve their English speaking?
It depends on the people as well as the level that you need to go for it. To be honest, when you like to, when you want to be an advanced English speaker, you minimally need 30 to 35,000 vocabulary so that you can either have a good writing skills as well as your have a vocabulary skill. You don't need to be a logophile who basically do or lexicographer who basically search for new vocabulary to add it in the dictionary. So for a normal speaker, they need up to 8,000 to 10,000 vocabulary so that they could immediately or ultimately write and speak or understand the way to read as well as they can increase their comprehension in reading. Sometimes you have to look at papers so that you could get the meanings as well as you are quite interested in reading papers because of having extra knowledge so that you could answer it in your job exams. Consequently, it is necessary. So I would say that for beginners, it is necessary to learn around 5,000 vocabularies. For intermediate speakers, they need 10 to 5,000 vocabularies. For advanced English speakers, they need over 20,000 vocabularies or more than 25,000 vocabularies in terms of having a good comprehension in English.
Okay, that's great answer. And tell me something about accent. You know that sometimes we are thinking a lot of speaker that I need to improve my accent. But for the first time when they are starting their journey, in that time, accent is important.
I don't think so much that is important, but you have to be clear. You have to pronounce it the exact way. There is two types of pronunciation, American and British pronunciation. So you can either follow up them so that you could be explicitly speaking, or you don't have the ambiguity in speaking, so that people don't understand you. So you have to look into that all the time. Therefore, action is not affecting people, but it is if you learn any particular action that definitely help yourself go outside of the country. To cite an example, if you go England, they must require British accent because all the people accustomed to talk like there is a word tomato and tomato. A tomato basically spoken in British, and tomato it is basically called in the
America.
United States of America. So you'll be confused like why they pronounce it like that. So if you'd like to wipe out of wipe out of your pronunciation problem, so at first you need to learn specific accent in order to have a good connections with the people. So in terms of this opportunity or with regard to this view or point of view, we can explore English very well. So, and secondly, pronunciation as well as accent, specifically accent, help you to attract many people. If you speak one accent, you will be admired by many people in your country because people are afraid of learning accents. What if they they don't think about learning English language properly, let alone they talk about to learn accent. Accent is taking too much time because it is depending on your time as well as your consistency, because you have to do it repeatedly so that you could get the proper flow of your pronunciation as well as accent.